Born in Isleworth, England, to parents Frederick and Mary on May 8, 1926, was Sir David Frederick Attenborough. He was the middle of three brothers and grew up in College House on the campus of the University of Leicester, where his father, Frederick, was principal. He would spend his childhood collecting stones, fossils and natural specimens, whilst exploring the university grounds at every opportunity. Aged around 11, he heard that the Zoology department needed a large supply of newts, which he offered through his father to supply for threepence each. The source, which he did not reveal at the time, was a pond right next to the department. A year later, his adoptive sister, Marianne, gave him a piece of amber containing prehistoric creatures, which some 60 years later would incredibly be the focus of the Amber Time Machine, a BBC documentary written and presented by David Attenborough. The Amber Time Machine was the 12th episode of the 22nd series of the British wildlife documentary television series Natural World. Sir David has lived through a fascinating period of vast global change. When he was a young boy in 1937, he would explore extinct species found in quarries, and in reflection at the time, 66% of the planet was wilderness. This was a world of stability, humanity's Garden of Eden that led to the agricultural revolution and their ability to expand populations and distribution. By the time Sir David filmed his ZooQuest series in 1954, 64% of the planet was wilderness. To carry on with the theme of wilderness, statistically this then went on to reduce to 62% in 1960 and then to just 55% of the planet in 1978, the year Sir David made the famous Life on Earth series, which looked closely at mountain gorillas. Moving on to 1997, Sir David decided to emphasise the effects of development on the planet with the emotional statement that identified some of the following. In 2003, a global study concluded that 90% of all large fishes had disappeared from the world's oceans in the past half-century, and corals were being bleached white. Only 45% of the planet's wilderness now remained, and 70% of the birds on the planet were domestic. We had replaced the wild with the tame, he stated. One astonishing statistic is that by the time Sir David had reached his 50s, the population of the world had doubled in size from when he was born, multiplying the human impact on the planet. Late in 2020, Sir David produced a witness statement outlining the changes to the environment over his lifetime and solutions to the biodiversity crisis he had lived through. At last, Sir David clearly illustrated the devastating impact humanity has had on our planet. Sir David, we salute you and thank you for your inspiration, and may we wish you a belated happy birthday for May the 8th. And thank you also to the British Broadcasting Corporation, who have made such fantastic educational programmes for all of us for so many years.